This is the one. This explains our purpose on Earth if it's true.
Yeah, and I'm sure Star Wars is a documentary.
What the hell is that?
Who are the Anunnaki? Simple terms, they're the true OG creation myth as recorded by the ancient Sumerians, who are widely regarded as the first ever civilization in history. Predating even the Egyptians, the Sumerians existed about 6,000 years ago. And in 1849, our whole understanding of ancient history was shattered when 14 tablets over 4,000 years old were uncovered in their region of Mesopotamia.
Oh, buddy, and you're doing so well. The 14 lost tablets of Enki are truly remarkable. But why is it that you use this as a demonstration for one of the tablets? This is the tablet of Shamash, which came in this cool little box, not one of the tablets of Enki. Could it be that you used this image because you couldn't find not even one existing image of any of the 14 tablets of Enki? And could that be because they don't bloody exist? This is what I mean when I say they're truly remarkable, because a journalist by the name of Zachariah Sitchin, who has a degree in economics, managed to translate 14 tablets that don't actually exist. And look at this. What is this? Where did he get that? It's fucking huge. Like this is the true size of cylinder seals. But anyway, let's continue.
Y'all ready for this one? Because these tablets pretty much explain our purpose on Earth in the most clear-cut way possible. This is the story of the Anunnaki, the Eridu Genesis. So, 445,000 years ago, yes, I said that number correctly, supposed creator gods came to Earth in search of resources. The Anunnaki, whose name can be taken to mean those from which heaven to Earth came. They came from another world called Nibiru.
So firstly, the Eridu Genesis is a genuine Sumerian epic. It's basically the same flood story of Noah, only with a different cast of characters. The gods get pissed off with humanity and send a flood, and then Enki saves the day by warning Sisudra, this would be Noah in the biblical story. He builds an ark and it rains for 7 days and 7 nights, and then he's actually rewarded by the gods for preserving life. The story, starting 445,000 years ago, comes from the Sumerian kings list, where a handful of kings who ruled before the flood each reigned for a very long time. And this is true, the kings list does say this.
What?
But this is obviously mythology, and there's no corroborating evidence to suggest that any kings lived for 48 to 67,000 years. Furthermore, Anunnaki does not mean those from which heaven to earth came. That would actually be Luene, Anta, Kishe, Inyanesh. Anunnaki, Anuna or Anunnakana, actually means princely offspring or royal seed. And Nibiru or Nibiru isn't actually a Sumerian word at all, it's an Akkadian word, and it means the crossing point of a river. The Sumerian word for this is a deer.
Another planet visiting ours this infrequently is impossible, right? Not according to NASA. In fact, they've been finding evidence of this planet for years. Except they call it Planet X, or Planet 9, and many top-ranking researchers analyzed data and pretty much all but confirmed its existence. And the reason we can't see it is because its orbit looks like this. A super elongated path around the sun that only gets close to Earth every 3,600 years.
Embellishment. You like to talk bollocks, don't you? If I was a more dishonest man, I might be a bit more like you, because embellishing and outright fabrication is certainly working for you. Planet 9 remains an unconfirmed hypothesis that's losing traction, not gaining. And you said
that only gets close to Earth every 3,600 years.
There you go, sprinkling your Sitchin fiction everywhere, trying to blur the lines of truth, aren't you? Sitchin states in his books a planet comes close to Earth every 3,600 years. The actual hypothesis states that the proposed hypothetical planet comes no closer than 150 astronomical units. To put that into perspective, Neptune is at 30.3 astronomical units. Here's a visual representation. There's the terrestrial planets, here are the gas and ice giants, and then here are the trans-Neptunian objects, and here would be the orbit of the proposed planet. Doesn't really come that close to Earth, does it? And to think that complex life could survive on a planet at that distance is ludicrous.
Anyway, story goes on to say that living conditions on Nibiru deteriorated and became hostile, so the Anunnaki came down to Earth for some goods.
So I just want to reiterate, the habitable zone around our star is between Venus and Mars. So I'll paraphrase this bit. The Anunnaki come to Earth, mine gold, have a war, and all of it is completely fabricated, doesn't exist anywhere on any genuine Sumerian tablet.
Now the Anunnaki had no workers, so Anu orders Enki to create a new slave race, intelligent yet obedient. Enki combines his essence with a species of cave-dwelling savages that exist on Earth at this time. That would be Homo erectus, our prehistoric ancestors. And through this process, he created humans, us. Homo sapiens.
Shut up, you!
Yeah, no. The creation of humanity, according to the Sumerians, changes very slightly depending on which myth you read. but they all include clay and the blood of a slain god, not DNA. There's no evidence that the Sumerians knew of DNA. And I'm going to leave that there. I mean, I might do a part 2 if this video does well, because this guy does talk some more shit, but yeah, I don't even know if it's really worth it.